Mike, in waiting a long time for a post-game celebration like that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing everybody so close into the wire. I mean, you know, it's about time we figure out a way to come out on top. And so I was proud of our guys out there, tough and hung in there, and you know, and we outpunched them in the end. So,
considering the way last year's game ended on a similar drive to tie the game, does that make this one a little extra sweet?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of factors on the last drive last year, but it's good to come out on top on this one.
Would you say that this was the complete game you've been looking for all year?
I don't think it was complete, but I thought we played extremely hard the whole time. You know, I thought we were tough till the end. I mean, I think we could have made it easier than we did, but all sides of the ball I thought played. I thought we rose up offense, defense, and special teams, all three.
Coach, how concerned were you when you were 10 down with 8 minutes to play in regulation?
Well, I was kind of concerned. I mean, I figured we ought to be 10 up, you know. No, you just keep battling away, you know. Yeah.
How would you say Luke did today? Just the way he played. It seemed like he was very gritty and kind of had a lot of hard hits at the end.
I thought he played a real good fourth quarter. Thought he played a real good fourth quarter. Thought he played a pretty good first half. I thought there were times, you know, not just him, but others too, that we squandered in the third quarter.
What's the evaluation of the defense that had to face a tough running game but made it count?
Oh, I thought they played real well. I thought defensively we did a good job. We got some turnovers, and we got some pressure on them, and then you know, and they got a really good running game with obviously really good players and real talented guys. I mean, you know, there's nobody on that team over there that 15 teams weren't recruiting, you know, or you know, they all had 15 offers or better, and so they're good players. But I thought our defense did a good job of yeah, giving up the occasional big one, but not in streaks and not too many times in a row.
You're a vengeful game winner. Have you ever seen a touchdown like that where it kind of deflected off River and then landed around?
I couldn't see it real well. You know, the deflection thing. I mean, just from where I was sitting, it looked like, yeah, that River scored right away. I mean, it looked like River scored into the story. Well, then, of course, the ball never touched the ground, and Robert Lewis got it. But I saw it from, you know, I didn't have the best angle. I mean, in watching this game, sometimes there's stuff that went on that, even though I didn't have the best angle, I might have had a better angle than others, you know.
Is there any consideration to go for two in the regulation?
Not much. You know, I think consideration's about as far as I went.
Mike, when you got the ball back with just under 2 minutes to go in regulation, how confident were you that that was just enough? That was enough time to go down and tie the game up?
Well, I knew we had enough time. You know, I didn't think time was as big of a deal as. You know, we moved the ball pretty much the whole game. We just hadn't done it consistently. All of a sudden there'd be a mishap, you know, and so the bigger concern was that we finished the drive and just consistently, you know, that we don't stop ourselves really, because I knew we'd play hard.
Like, do you feel like this is the kind of win that can really turn the season around, or like build your momentum for the program?
I think this is the kind of win that you can think about for about 15 hours, and then you can forget about it until your grandchildren and focus a whole lot on Oregon State. That's the kind of win I think this one is.
What were your thoughts down again and then deciding to kick the field goal? Is that a difficult decision or a no-brainer?
A little bit difficult. I feel a sense of failure on field goals, but you know, I knew we had to score twice and felt like you know, it'd give us time to do it. So.
Anything else for Coach?
There was a 3rd down and 2 near the end of the regulations for Oregon. You got the big defensive stop, even though they've been running well all game. How big was that for you guys?
That was really big. There's no question that was huge. But you know, it was a game that became more and more explosive as it went on. So in the whole context, you know, I mean, the timing huge for sure, but you know, there was a stack of kind of plays like that on both sides of the course of this game.
Mike, Jamal Morrow, the way he ran hard and stuff, how do you feel about his performance? Also, Joe Dahl against that good tackle for them.
I thought Morrow did really well, brought us a little leadership skills, which I think he's good at anyway. And then, Joe Dahl I thought was real steady. You know, I thought our offensive line for most of the game was real good. I didn't think they were as good in the third quarter, but I thought we were pretty good the first half and then the fourth quarter.